Hello, World of Tank Blitzers, it's Littlefinger, and I'm so excited today. I've got 2 Cromwell Bs to give away. Thank you, Martin Dogger, for donating those 2 tanks. How I'm going to do this, put your username and server in the comments below, and I'm going to pick one random person to get one of the 2 tanks, and the other tank is going to be given away on my Discord server, which has the link below to my Discord server, and there's a giveaway channel there, and we're going to put that up there for 10 days, and at the end of the 10 days, one lucky person will get it from Discord, and we'll pick one lucky person from YouTube. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button on YouTube. So I'm going to do a full tank review on this Tier 6 British medium premium tank. And I tell you what, this is a beauty of a tank to drive. 13 degrees of gun depression and 64 kilometers per hour top speed means that this tank can shoot from places some other tanks just can't get to. So it is really fun tank. Aim time's a little on the weak side, but other than that, this is a great all-around tank. Real quick, we'll go through how I have it set up in this new garage on 6.5 update that just came out yesterday. We're going to go with the gun rammer, defense system, improved optics, supercharge. Shell velocity on this is really, really bad. Improved assembly, engine accelerator, and refined gun. Alright guys, blitzstars.com, got the Cromwell B pulled up and most of the other Tier 6 premium medium tanks. You can see there's quite a lot to choose from. The Sherman got left off the list there, just didn't fit. But if you look real quick, damage per minute, it's going to be right in the middle. Your reload time is 5.16 without any of the equipment. You can see shell velocity at 785 is the lowest of all of these, which is why we're running the supercharge. Get that up over 1,000. Aim time at 2.08 seconds is the worst in the class, and that is probably the one and only weak spot of this tank, in my opinion. Dispersion's okay, workable. You're going to be brawling more than anything. You're not sniping so much in this tank. Gun depression, 13 degrees. Amazing. Makes this tank just a joy to drive. And then when we move down to movement and mobility, look at all this red to the right. That means that our Cromwell B pretty much beats out in the statistics every single one of these other tanks, from top speed to power to rate ratio, even to your camouflage numbers. So again, just making this a joy of a tank. Credit coefficient is pretty good at 146. You're going to be making about 40 to 50 to 60,000 credits per game on a winning game with premium account. Repair cost is low also. So again, a lot to go positive for this tank. 264 has got the best view range of these medium tanks. And then the hull and turret armor, well, it's a medium tank. Nothing special. You do get a few odd bounces here and there, but don't count on them. Alright guys, first game, Dead Rail Supremacy, top tier. Here is the Cromwell B Berlin, and you just gotta love this paint job, this camo. It just looks super sharp. Now, I'm gonna let this play out regular speed. Sorry for the long intro here, but I just want you to get a feel for this top speed and how quick we get up to 60 plus kilometers per hour. And as we do that, keep in mind, I preach patience, and I forget about that in this game, and it cost me dearly, and you'll see why. But we're powering up this hill here, 45 kilometers per hour. You can see how far ahead we are. Here we are up on this hill. Look at this. We just need to turn a little bit more, and we've got gun depression to get over this hill, just showing the top of our turret. Unfortunately, there is your dispersion coming into play. But you'll notice most of this game, most of the targets are up close. We're not going to be shooting long distance. So first tank taken out right there. We got our first kill. And we're just letting the game play out. I know there's at least 2 tanks directly to where I'm looking in that corner there. because the SU was looking away, and then someone else hit me for like 80-something damage. So 2 tanks over there right now. We've got the KV down probably in the lower bowl, and that VK down in the rail track. So we're still being patient. Not all of the tanks have been spotted at this point in time. You know, we've got 2 caps. We could just sit here and win this game outright. But the game does get a little bit more excited, I promise. Hold on there. And as we're waiting here, just a reminder, put your username and your server down in the comments below. In about 10 days, we'll pick a random winner for the giveaway for this tank as this VK gets pushed back and into our sights. Now, I peeked over, I took a shot, and I sat back for 2 seconds to wait to make sure that that light bulb did not come on. So I know I am not spotted. So I'm feeling pretty comfortable about sitting up here. There's my light bulb. Better get back because I don't want that SU taking a shot at me. But he's not looking. He's looking the other way. And so, yeah, I'll go through the comment sections, and I'll pick out one lucky winner there for this tank. And then we'll pick another winner from Discord server. You can find the Discord link below in the description. And, you know, you can see how quickly here we're just pumping in shots. We get our 2nd kill. There's AMX. We're going to trade shots there. When I notice the VK is a 1-shot, so hey, 3rd kill, right? 4 more to go. AMX is down here, and I notice that the SU is a 1-shot. I can't get him. We'll take 1 shot on the AMX and ram kill him, and here comes the SU. Oh, we hit that lower plate and bounced. Luckily, he bounced, or he totally whiffed. 5 kills, guys. 2 left. And now this is when I get into I want these kills, right? And I get too aggressive. So keep this in mind. This is a lesson learned here. As we're coming racing around the corner, KV, oh, we better dodge. We lost a lot of damage getting rammed, and that cost us because the SU is sitting down there in the corner. And yeah, he finished me off with 6 kills. I could have stuck in there. I could have had almost, maybe, if I stay alive, 7-kill game. But we'll take a Pools medal as we finish this game out. So again, there was really no reason to rush around the corner like that, especially not with an SU and a KV2 looming on the other side of that building somewhere. But I just got the idea of a raisin in my head and let that get the better of my decision making. So anyway, 25-22 in damage, 6 kills, just over 1,000 EXP. So before moving on to the next full game, this is the tail end of an Oasis Palm game where my team went to C. And I tried to spot up in the middle at B, but my team all followed me into the ditch there and basically got slaughtered. But what I wanted to point out here is I was managed to run away. Just this 13 degrees of gun depression. I mean, look at this. I mean, what other tank are you taking up a hill like this and shooting? Yeah, I ended up getting taken out by the Tiger there, but at that point, game was pretty much over. But I just wanted to point that out for purposes of 13 degrees of gun depression is super nice. So next game is bottom tier, Supremacy Naval Frontier. And just look how far away we are from B compared to these other tanks. And I just want you to notice that we will be that first person to get to that lovely little sniping spot in the middle of the map, which is just one of my favorite spots here on this game. We come on in, we can peek over this rock. There we go. There's 2 early spots. Even managed to get a shot into the M6. E1. We got spotted, so I backed up and wanted just to give this a little bit of time here. We get a couple more spots in. Look at this. This is wonderful. And just what we want to see, a Kuro that has no idea how to use tank armor and is just sitting sideways. Yes. These are the kind of players we face, guys. By now, at that tier, you should know where your armor is, and you should know probably not a good idea to be shooting off the left or right side of your tank. Keep that gun pointed mostly towards the front corners, right? There's our dispersion in action again. We're going to miss that shot. Now, I know most of their other team, the rest of their team is down below. I've got T29 here, and I know that Cheat Ree was up here, but I thought that he might have bailed on me when, look at this, 1, 2, and a lucky bounce there. So this is a tier 7 medium tank with DPM probably in the neighborhood of 800, higher than us, maybe in the 2600s, I think the Cheat Ree is. And so I know he can take me out quite quickly. So the idea here is just to make sure that we get as much out of this and get back into safety where he can't shoot us now. So got to be patient. I know he's just aimed in on me. And here comes T29, thankfully, to finish him off. The M4 is coming down. Look at this. Yeah, you can shoot anytime you want. All right, that's fine. We'll finish you off if you don't want to kill us. So, you know, that was just a real one-on-one experience there with a tier 7 medium tank with a much higher DPM than us. And we did barely manage to escape that. But I wouldn't recommend trying that too much. We do get down, you know, using our top speed here, 65, 67 kilometers there as a top. Get one shot in and finish with a reasonable, you know, 2,000 damage, 50,000 credit game there. So that's what I'm saying is the tank does do a great job making money, and 13 shots landed in a very short amount of time. All right, guys, last game that I'm going to show here. And this turns out to be a really exciting game at the end. And, you know, it's one of these things that I can talk about the tank and the characteristics, but if you don't adjust your play style to be able to survive late into battles, you're not going to have games like this. So, you know, we've talked about the wonderful gun depression. It allows us to get into positions where we're really hull down. We're only showing the top of our turret. We don't make plays like that Type 64 where we just run out at the first tank we see. Now, luckily for him, their other team has all gone the heavy side. But let's face it, if those heavies had stayed in spawn, he'd have been toast. But that allows us now to pull up here and use the spotting of our teammates to look for other shots to help out without taking damage ourselves. KV-1S across the map. We'll get a good idea here at 300 meters just how accurate this tank shoots. Aiming at that top plate there, and we still bounce. Bouncing on the tracks of the Tiger as he comes through there. KV-1S now spotted back up again. We're going to get a couple more shots into him. And so we've got 2 of our tanks. They're getting pushed by 3 of their tanks. And it's a good thing. We're still doing damage. If I just sat here and, you know, not been able to get shots in for a while, I really would have considered relocating. But we're only a tank down at this point in time. And while these guys are out in the open, I know I've got our TD, our SU-100Y, I believe it is sitting there in spawn, just waiting for that tiger to come around. Those 3 guys are on the other side of the map, so this is where the decision-making time comes in, right? Am I going to be able to get these guys spotted up? Well, they're not really in a position where I can get good shots in. I've got to help keep my SU alive, and I know that tiger is probably coming around the corner at this point in time now that he saw that I was spotted up on that hill. So I'm going to decide to use my speed, relocate across the map, leaving their other 3, primarily all heavies, on the other side when we know we've got that tiger. And as I had hoped, he eventually gets spotted and taken out. So it is a 2-on-3 situation, but we are both full health. So we're climbing back up to the top of the map and just trying to get some shots in. We're going to pull up over. Sure enough, we'll get 1 shot into that KV2, and look at that shot. Just sails right on over us. And the SU now is moving into position, relocating, not staying in that same position, which is great. So I've got support behind me, which allows me to push on up over this ridgeline. If anyone comes up the middle way there, then chances are the SU is going to be there. Now, that was a bit foolish of me taking that shot, because that KV2 was stationary, aimed in, just waiting for me to pull forward. And obviously, because I was not and I was moving, we missed the target just a little bit. But now, since they went through base, we know that they're behind us. Using our speed here. He's a 1-shot, and really, if I'd have thought about it, I should have switched over to APCR and penetrated that hatch and finished him off. But Matilda's down there. We're going to leave him as we go and finish this guy off. SU takes care of the KV, and it's just cleanup time now on the Matilda. And that finishes off a really fun game in a really fun tank. And yes, I'm giving away 2 of them, thanks to Martin Dogger, not Wargaming, but Martin Dogger. So yeah, go visit his site. I'll put the link in below, and make sure you either come visit me on Discord and sign up on the giveaways channel, and you can also leave a comment below with your Wargaming username and server, and we'll pick 1 lucky winner from each of those to give this tank away. And yeah, so that's kind of exciting, guys. I'm kind of happy about this. So remember, stay safe, get educated, not fingered. Littlefinger out.